Probably David. That's my guess. All right, it is time. Happy Friday, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started with the warm-up. We have total body extensions, fighter bounce with the arm swing, squats, and jumping jack. So go ahead and start with those, and I will explain today's workout. It is upper body with core. We have a series of upper body exercises. We're going to go through them. You're going to do each exercise 2 times before moving on. So the first exercise, we're switching sides each round. We're focused on one side. So you'll do the one side, then you'll switch right into the other side. Then we'll move on to the next exercise. So 2 times through each exercise before moving on. And then once we get to the bottom, we'll go through the core board once, and then we'll go back and do everything else exactly the same. 2 times through each exercise and 1 more time through the core board. So starting at the top, we're going to do a side lunge with the press. So the weight is going to be on whatever side you're going to lunge to. So once you lunge, and then as you come out of the lunge, that's when you're pressing up. So lunge, and then as you're bringing that leg in, press. Again, like I said, we'll switch sides each round. And if you're unable to do the side lunge, you're going to have weight in both hands, but you're just going to push up the one hand. So if you're taking the lunge out, you're going to have, if you have dumbbells, you're going to have dumbbells in both hands, but you're only pushing up one arm, and then we'll switch the next round. And then we're going to go into lizard push-ups. So you guys are going to be down in a push-up position. One hand is going to be directly underneath your shoulder, and the other hand is going to be back like you were going to be doing a tricep push-up. And then you're going to drop your chest down to the floor, and then you're going to switch position. So as you're switching position, it's really easy to let that lead arm get in front of your shoulder, but really make sure it's underneath your shoulder, not anything above. You can do this one from your knees as well, so you can get used to the form. There is going to be a slight twist in your torso. You should be leaning more to one side, which is what we want. So that means you got that tricep push-up side nice and correct. Then we're going to bring it back up to our feet. We're going to focus on one side each round again. We're going to do one arm rows, so make sure you guys are going nice and heavy. You're going to be leaning on that surface if you have one and pulling that elbow up past your back. Make sure you're not pushing it out to the front and then pulling. You want to be nice and flat through that back, pulling that elbow up. You can stagger your stance, or you can have your feet together, focusing on squeezing those shoulder blades together. If you do not have an elevated surface, you can rest your knee or your elbow on your knee and do it that way as well. But everybody should have a chair that they can use at home. And then we're going to bend over. We have YTAs. So if you guys are working with a weighted bag, you're going to switch sides throughout the exercise. If you have dumbbells, business is normal, and you can also go body weight as well, because it is a muscle that is, or it's a movement that's working very small muscles. You're going to hinge at the hips. You're going to bring your arms up into that Y position, squeeze those shoulder blades, and then you're going to move it back to the T. You're going to squeeze those shoulder blades again, and then you're going to move it back into an A and squeeze those shoulder blades again. You are not changing the position of your hands at all through that range of motion. So your open part of your hand should be facing down to the ground at all times. And then we're going to take it into another exercise that we're focused on one side each round. We have the overhead one arm tricep extension kneeling. So you're going to be down on your knees. One arm extends up over your shoulder. Make sure that bicep is tight against your ear, and then you're going to bend those that elbow. You want to aim for your opposite shoulder, but I want you going behind that shoulder so you can get down as low as you can. You don't want to drop your weight to the shoulder and call it good. Try to get as far down past that shoulder as you can, so we're activating all the tricep, not just that top portion. And then again, the second round, we will switch to the other side. And then we're going to grab your resistance bands if you have one. You're going to be on your rear end. You're going to loop the resistance band around your toes, point your toes away so you're not, the band will not slip off and smack you in the face, and you're going to pull those elbows past your back. If you do not have a resistance band that this will work for, you're going to use your dumbbells. You're going to have a reverse grip. You can also, if you're at home, you can use your TRX as well, or your sheet setup, and just pull those elbows up past your back with that reverse grip. Core board, we'll go through real quick. 4 exercises. This one, you're work time is 30 seconds instead of 35. We're going to start with those twists. So grab a weight if you can, and you're going to go side to side, leaning away from those hips. You can have your toes up, your feet up. You can have them pressed into the ground, whatever works best for you. And then we're going to flip it over into that body saw. Elbows and toes rocking back and forth, and then we're going to flip it back over. You're going to lay down. We have hip raises. This one, your heels are going to be pointed right to the ceiling. You're flexing those ankles. Lift those hips up off the ground, and you're not moving your legs toward your head. It should just go straight up. I should be able to put my arms around your legs like a cage, and you wouldn't touch my arms. And then our last one, we have sit-ups. Again, you can weight it, you can do body weight, whatever works best for you guys. Again, and remember, 30 seconds of work, so challenge yourself. You can always make it easy as those 30 seconds go on. All right, here we go. Getting ready with that first exercise, that side lunge with the press up. Everybody grab their weight. We are starting in 3, 2, and FriYay morning upper body has begun. Remember, the lunging leg, that same side has the weight on it. And as you come up out of that lunge, you're going to press up overhead, or you're going to have both dumbbells and you're only lifting with one side. So whichever one works best for you. We're going to switch to the other side. If you want to count your reps on one side so you make sure you get it even on the other, that is perfect. We got 5 seconds left. We're going to just switch into that other side. Shake those arms out right now. All right, shake those legs out, shake those arms out. We got 5 seconds, and we are starting that other side. Same thing. 2, 1, and go. All right. We get to move on after this exercise. Make sure you guys are keeping your core nice and tight. Inhale as you go down into that lunge. Exhale as you bring that lunge in and press that weight up overhead. You always want to be protecting that lower back. And that exhale in the press will give muscles a little bit of oomph to get through that sticking point. You guys are down to 5 seconds. We're going to take it down to lizard push-ups. 2, 1. All right, lizard push-ups, remember? One arm directly underneath your shoulders. Other arm is going to be back. When you go down, that's what it looks like. And then press up and then switch, alternating through. Keep those hips nice and flat. Exhale on the up portion. Inhale on the down. Nicely done. Don't let that lead arm get in front of that shoulder. That should be your starting point. Once you have that lead arm planted, drop your other arm back a little bit. 1 tricep, 1 chest push-up. You're less than 10 seconds. Shake those arms out, and then we're going to do it again. We got last 4. You got time for 2 more. Don't stop early. 1 more. All right, stay there. Shake those arms out. We're going to do it again. Here we go. 3, 2, and go. Last round of these for a little bit. Focus on that form. Keep that lead arm behind the shoulder. Very good. After this, we're going to get up on our feet to those 1-arm rows. Again, focusing on one side each round. We got this. 15 seconds. Drop to your knees if you have to. Don't shorten your range of motion. We got 10 seconds. You got time for 7 more. You got this. Keep that lead arm behind those shoulders. 3, 2, and up to your feet. 1-arm row. Again, if you do not have that surface at home, you can rest that elbow on that knee. 2, 1, go heavy. Very good. Push those chests into the ground. Pull those elbows up. Nicely done. Exhale as you pull up. Inhale as you way down. Remember, you always want to start as heavy as you can. Fatigue those muscles out. If you start with that comfortable weight, we're never going to get that fatigue in there, and those muscles will not change and get stronger. You got 2, and go ahead, shake that arm out. Loosen your grip if you need to. Get set up on that other side. We got 4, 2, and go. One side is inherently going to be stronger than the other. but make sure you don't give in to that. You still want to get the same number of reps. Try to use that same weight. Very good. We're going to go YTAs after this. We got 15 seconds. That's going to be a lighter weight. You're going to be hinged at the hips. 9 seconds. Very good. We got 3, 2, shake those arms out. All right, YTAs. Remember, break this down into 3 movements. Y squeeze, T squeeze, A squeeze, 2, 1, and go. You can use a lightweight. If you have a weighted bag, you can switch sides throughout the 35 seconds. Very good. Don't just go through those motions, really squeeze. Make sure those arms are even with your shoulders. If you cannot get those weights up even with your shoulders, they're probably a little bit too heavy. You want to be able to squeeze those shoulder blades. We got 7 seconds. Breathe through it. This is a slower exercise. 2, 1, and shake it out. All right. We got 4 seconds. Here we go. That's it. Squeeze. Nice. You guys got it. 15 seconds. We got last 10. Oh, we got those one-arm tricep extensions coming up next. 3, 2, nicely done. All right, on your knees, one arm extended up, elbow drops down, bicep right up against your ear, and then reach below that shoulder. Exhale on the way up. Don't let that elbow come away from your head. Very good. Keep that arm tight against your body. You want that arm like right up against your head. Stay with it. We got 3. We're going to switch to that opposite side. All right, shake that arm out. Breathe. Remember, again, we're going to have a stronger side. Keep the pace and go. On that other side, don't lose any reps. You may have to do a drop set on your not as strong side, but try to get the same number of reps in as you can. Don't cheat the form. Have that elbow up right against your head. Very good. Full range of motion. Get the weight down to your shoulder. It's coming behind. Awesome. We got 8 seconds, and then we're going to go into that seated row, or you're going to do a reverse grip row with your dumbbells or weighted bag and switch. All right. Grab those resistance bands if you're working with one. Otherwise, you got your dumbbells. We're going to step up Travis's game a little bit. There we go. Very good. Nice. Perfect, you guys. If you're using those dumbbells at home, palms are going to face away from your legs. You're still hinging at the hips. Or if you're using your sheet setup or your TRX, same thing. Palms are facing up. We got 8 seconds to go. We're going to do this one more time. We got 3, 2. All right. Here at the gym, if you want to switch up between the seated and the dumbbell, that is quite all right. Same thing at home. We got 2, 1. All right. After this, we are going to go into the core board, starting with those twists. Very good. See some TRXs being used at home. Awesome. We're going to go into that core board, starting with the twists. You got this. 12 seconds. Stay with it. 5 more seconds. Get all those rows in. Keep those backs nice and straight. And get ready for the core board. We got twists side to side, weighted or body weight. It is up to you. 4, 2, and go. Again, work time switches to 30 seconds, only 8-second transition instead of that 10. Tap into that weekend energy just a little bit early. Let's finish out this workout as strong as we can. You've got this core board and then 2 more times through each exercise and 1 more time through this core board. You got 9 seconds. We got body saws coming up. Elbows and toes, rocking back and forth. 3, 2, 1, flip it. Elbows and toes. Hips stay level. You're just rocking back and forth. 3, 2, and begin. All right. Core is nice and tight. Remember, don't just go through the motions. Flex your core by pushing it out, like I'm going to come up and tap you under your gut. You want it nice and tight to block that impact, and you want to squeeze your glutes. 10 seconds. We're going to go hip raises. Remember, imagine I have my arms around your legs, and you're not going to touch them. We got 3, 2, and switch. So I got my arms here. You're going to lift your legs straight up. You don't want to touch either one of my arms. 1, and go. It is a very small movement, so just lift those hips up. Don't bring them by your... Nicely done. It is a very small movement. Make sure you're leading it with your heels. Your toes should be pointed behind you. Heels up to the ceiling. If you want to call it heels to heaven, you can. We got 6 seconds. Last 4, 2, and sit-ups. Weighted or body weight. Lift that weight up overhead. 2, 1, and go. All right. After this, we're going to take it back into those side lunges with the press, 1 side each round. You got a few extra seconds after these setups to get back up to your feet and grab your weight and get set up for that side lunge with the press. Remember, whatever leg is lunging, that is the side you have the weight on. 7 seconds left. Get 5 more setups in. Keep that core nice and tight. 1. All right. We got 10 seconds, and we are starting that side lunge with the press, whatever side you want to start on. Remember, it is beneficial to start with your non-dominant side at times. 3, 2, 1, and go. Same thing. Travis is showing you what to do if you're using those dumbbells without the lunge. You're going to have both dumbbells, but you're only going to be pressing 1. Holding that second dumbbell even still. Working that muscle. We're fatiguing it out. We got 15 seconds. Very good. Last time on this side. We got 1 more of these, but we're going to be focused on the other side. We got 4, 2, and awesome job. Shake those arms out. Grab it on the other side. We got 3, 2, and here we go. Very good. Last one of these. We're going to go through 2 more times on each one of these exercises. Make sure you are pushing as hard as you can on both sides. Those muscles are tired. This is where you get that benefit of the growth. The strength changes. We got halfway through. We're going to go into those lizard push-ups. Final 9 seconds. You got it. And switch it up. All right. Lizard push-ups. Toes or knees. Do as many on your toes as you can. Remember that lead arm does not go past your shoulder. And go. And the other arm is brought back just slightly into that tricep push-up. At any point, you need to take the lizard, the split arms out and do a regular push-up. That's quite all right. We can do that. Awesome. Nicely done. Very good. Exhale as you come up. Nicely done, you guys. We got 5 seconds. These are not easy. Get it in as many as you can. 2, and awesome. Remember, don't just stop doing the push-ups. If you need to take the lizard motion out, go into a regular push-up. You can maybe go wide to narrow, so you're still hitting the chest and the triceps, but then your strength is evenly distributed both arms instead of being primarily focused in that one side. Remember, get that range all the way down, chest to the floor. Halfway there, you guys. You don't have to do these again today. No more push-ups the rest of the day. We got 10 seconds. We're going to go into those one-arm rows. We got 5. If you didn't feel it the last 2 rounds, go heavier. 2, 1. All right. Grab that heavy weight. Remember, it is your back. Your back is strong. 3, 2, and go. Focusing on that first side. Again, challenge yourself every now and then and start with that non-dominant side. Not only do you have to mentally think about it, it opens up those nerve pathways a little bit differently, but you get your less strong side done first. Very good. We got 10 seconds. Stay with it. We got last 7. We're going to switch sides. 3, 2, and go ahead, switch it up. Nicely done, you guys. Last one of these. Nice big deep breath. 2, 1, here we go. We got 30 seconds of these. Awesome job at home. I can see those elbows going up nice and high. Those of you joining us later, I know you're taxing out that back because they are strong. Strong back leads to a strong body, so make sure you don't take it easy on that back. We got 15 seconds to go. Keep that chest pushed into the ground. Pull those shoulder blades together. You guys got this. We got 5 seconds. YTA's coming up next. 3, 2, and YTA's hinging at those hips. Y squeeze, T squeeze, A squeeze, reset. 2, 1. You may not get a whole lot of these in. Keep those arms kind of straight. Very good. Ooh. No, you're good. Awesome job. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to keep those hands pointed down to the floor through that whole range of motion. Don't twist your grip. Fight to keep those muscles engaged. 6 seconds. Your palms should be facing the ground the whole time. And breathe. All right. Stand up, shake it out. Get ready for round 2 of this one, the last round on this one. 2, 1. Make sure you're getting those arms up. Don't bounce your arms up and down. It's a very continuous motion. You want to keep the engagement in that muscle continuous. You're just squeezing. Very good. Fight your way through. If you need to set those weights down and go body weight and keep moving, that's what I want you to do. These are purposely behind one-arm rows for a reason. We are taxing out those muscles. Stay with it. We got 3 more seconds. 2. Nicely done. Shake those arms out. Done with those. We're going to go into those triceps. Kneeling one arm. 2, 1. Again, if you guys have knee issues and we have kneeling in, you don't have to kneel. Just keep that core nice and tight. Squeeze your glutes. Awesome. Nicely done. Remember, have that weight go to the side, to your opposite shoulder. You want to get it all the way down. You want to get 90 degrees in those elbows. 9 seconds. Very good. We got 2, 1. All right, shake that arm out. We got one more time on that one. We're going to go one more exercise after this last tricep. 2, 1. Final tricep. We're on that other side again. Drop set it if you have started with your dominant side and you're now on your non-dominant. If you have to drop set, but don't stop. You want to get that same number of reps. Very good. Halfway there. We got those seated rows or the reverse grip rows at home if you do not have the resistance band. 7 seconds using dumbbells or your TRX. We got 2, 1. All right. Grab your resistance band if you're using it. Otherwise, your dumbbells weighted bag. Again, at home, if you have a sheet set up or TRX, you can do those reverse grip rows. If you are using the TRX or sheets, remember the closer your feet are to that anchor point, the more resistance you have. If you need to lessen the resistance, you just step away from that anchor point a little bit. Halfway there, you guys. We got one more round of these rows targeting those backs. Awesome job. We got 5 seconds. Good push. 2, 1. All right. One more time on this one. Then we're going to tackle that core board one last time. 2, 1, and go. Very good. Nicely done, you guys. Exhale as you pull those elbows back. Make sure your upper body stays nice and still. The work is stemming from your back. Halfway through this last exercise, then we're going to target that core one more time through that core board, starting with the twists. We got 7 seconds. We're going to go into those twists next. 2, 1, and go ahead. Grab your weight if you're using it for twists. We got 2 minutes of work left. Here we go. And twist away. Keep those shoulders pulled back. Remember, you want to lean away from those hips as much as possible without rounding those shoulders. Once you start feeling those shoulders round, I want you to bring that chest up just a little bit. You don't want to sink into that lower back. You want that core struggling to hold up the body. We got 5 seconds. If you have your feet up, don't let it wobble side to side. And done with that one. Body saws, elbows and toes. Remember, engage that core by pushing it out like you're trying to block a punch, and go. Squeeze your glutes. You got it. Nicely done, you guys. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath through the core exercises. Find that rhythm. Awesome. We got 10 seconds. We're going to go into those hip raises one last time. 2, 1, and flip it over. Heels up to the ceiling. Fight to keep those ankles flexed. I remember your feet are going straight up. You're not bringing your legs up to your head. Very good. Fight the urge. It's just a small movement. You may be able to get 2, 3 inches, maybe just 1 inch, but don't swing those legs around. We got 12 seconds left. We got those setups to finish up our FriYay upper body with a little sprinkle in a core. We got last 4. Don't swing those legs. And sit-ups. Final 30 seconds. Let's fight through it. All right, here we go. That's it. We get to stretch it out after this. Before anybody stands up after the workout, I'm going to have you do that side child's pose. So you're just going to flip it over. Very good. We got 10 seconds. Nicely done. Exhale up, inhale down. Nice work, you guys. All right, flip it over into that side child's pose. Hips are going to be on your heels. And you're going to walk your hands to one side. I want you guys taking in nice big deep breaths. Drop that inside shoulder. So if your hands are to the right, you're going to drop that left shoulder or cross your left hand over your right hand. It's going to accomplish the same deepening of the stretch. Keep breathing, and when you're ready, go ahead, switch to the other side. Same thing, opposite side. If your hands were to the right, you're now walking them to the left and dropping that right shoulder down. Tomorrow, you're going to need an elevated surface if you use them for burpees, weighted object dumbbells, and a medicine ball if you have one. And then we're going to go into the behind the back pull. So grab one wrist, pull away from your hips, taking nice, big, deep breaths. Word of the day is get ready. Whatever you got to get ready for. Get ready for tomorrow. Get ready for your weekend. Just get ready. Go ahead, switch sides to that behind the back pull. Awesome job, everybody, today. I hope if I do not see you tomorrow, I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Don't forget to keep checking in to support Shriners Children's Hospital, the pediatric burn unit. We're running out of days to do that. Have a fabulous day. Again, word of the day, phrase of the day is get ready.